Hey pros, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA. So in today's video, it's going to be all about shampooing and detangling and really just nourishing your natural hair while you are during your wash day. So my client here, of course you guys could tell, has a lot of buildup on her scalp. Now what we like to do for buildup is use our Soothe and Balance pre-treatment. This treatment is a zinc oxide enhanced scalp care treatment that is used to help clean the scalp. It's also used for people who have very stubborn hair growth issues because of that zinc oxide. This also is going to help to really just cleanse that scalp and prepare it for your treatment shampoo. Now, a pro tip that I recommend when you are using your Soothe and Balance pre-treatment is to dilute it with a little bit of distilled water, or you can even use a little bit of spring water, preferably distilled water. This is going to allow the solution to be a little more runny in consistency. And you'll, of course, have a lot more to work with, but it will also cover the scalp a lot better. So the Soothe and Balance pre-treatment comes nice and thick, which it should, but you are able to dilute it just a small amount so that you are able to really make sure that that scalp is really covered with that pre-treatment. And I also recommend, if you have any type of scalp buildup, this is the time when you want to go ahead and put the Soothe and Balance pre-treatment on the hair and then use your small tooth comb, whether it be a rat tail or any other small tooth comb, and lift up any excessive buildup, such as dandruff or dry scalp, off of the scalp before you start your shampoo process. Now, once I put the Soothe and Balance pre-treatment on my client's hair, I do like to go in and I use my fingers and just massage it throughout the scalp. Now, if you guys notice, her hair is still dry. We have not saturated her hair just yet. Okay, we are letting the Soothe and Balance pre-treatment do its job, work its magic, whatever words you want to use, before we actually saturate the hair with any form of water. Hence the reason why I also said diluting it will not hurt. Now, I know you guys are asking, well, how much are we going to dilute it? For me, I usually do about 25% distilled water to 100% of the Soothe and Balance pre-treatment. That is going to give you a good consistency. It's not going to make it too runny, but it's also not going to leave it too thick either. Now, once the Soothe and Balance pre-treatment has had time to process, which I'm going to step back just a second, if you have buildup on the scalp, such as dandruff, whatever the case may be, you are able to leave the Soothe and Balance pre-treatment on the hair for about 5 to 10 minutes to allow it to really soak in and really start to penetrate and get to that scalp area. And then once you are ready for your wash day, I go ahead and I kind of saturate the hair with a little bit of water. Now, I'm not saturating the hair to rinse out the Soothe and Balance pre-treatment. I'm more saturating the hair just so that I can now turn that Soothe and Balance pre-treatment into a shampoo service, which will work as my first shampoo. Now, you guys see me giving her a really nice scrub using the fingertips, but I'm really using the beds of my fingers just to make sure that I'm really covering all of her hair and her scalp with that pre-treatment. This can also serve as your clarifying shampoo for those of you who have low porosity hair. You can use the Soothe and Balance pre-treatment during your wash day as a clarifying shampoo, but I don't want you guys to get too used to that because this is not something that I recommend you do every single wash day. Now, once I am done stimulating her scalp, once I am done getting all of that buildup off of the scalp, I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to thoroughly rinse her. Now, the Soothe and Balance pre-treatment does have menthol crystals in it, so it does leave the scalp feeling nice and cool. It is hence the reason why we call it Soothe and Balance. It leaves the scalp feeling nice and cool. It also leaves the hair prepared for you to go into your treatment shampoo. Now, if your hair is really, really dirty or has a lot of buildup, now is the time when I would definitely say go ahead and use our Elite Clarify just to continue the cleansing process, because you don't want to use your treatment shampoos such as our Moist Repair or our B7 or our Hair Repair and Restore, or any one of our other luxury lines as cleaning. You want those to definitely be your treatments. Also, you guys, take note in this video that as I am working with my client, I'm taking good care to make sure that I am thoroughly rinsing out the products from her hair. I never recommend leaving product behind at any step of the process unless it's a conditioner or unless we have an absolute reason for particularly that product being left on the hair or it's a part of the instructions. So for our treatment shampoo, we are going to be using our moist repair system. Our products, really, I pride myself because I am one of those people where I like to get a bang for my buck, okay? So yes, these are professional strength products that you are using, but a little goes a very long way, okay? So I am using the moist repair. If you guys notice, I did not use my entire bottle on her head. I put enough shampoo that I was able to get good coverage, that I'm able to get to the scalp, that I'm able to also make sure that the hair is really just saturated well enough for us to give her a really good shampoo, okay? Now, also when you guys are doing your shampoo process, just make sure that you're not rushing through the shampoo. Okay, so I'm using our scalp stimulator tool just to kind of help to get to that scalp area because she did have what we call a little bit of matting or tangling at the scalp. She had some new growth in those areas, and I also wanted to make sure that she didn't have an itch left behind. So no itch was left behind in this video. Anyhow, once we do her first shampoo, which is her first treatment shampoo, if I see that my client's hair is somewhat tangled or it is tangling during the shampoo process, I will start to finger detangle. Sometimes I might use a wide tooth comb just to get through the ends of the hair. But I'm really preparing her hair for the conditioner so that we are not trying to detangle through just the conditioner only. Now, some of you are super afraid of detangling your hair for some reason or another. Sister, I'm here to give you some advice, my sister. Stop trying to preserve hair that naturally needs to shed anyway. If the follicle is going to come out, it's going to come out no matter which way you go, whether it be you finger detangling or you not detangling at all. But I get really aggravated when I see people say, oh, I just finger detangle. Well, sweetheart, your hair is matted. Matting leads to shedding and breakage and a lot more damage than you think. So don't feel that just going through and being super gentle when you're detangling your hair and acting as though this hair is not made to be able to be detangled and moved around and roughed up is going to preserve anything. No. Okay? So even with me doing all of this, I showed you guys our detangler or our scalp stimulator. She really had minimal shedding at this point. But at the same time, I'm making sure and I'm doing my due diligence to really work with her hair and prepare it for the detangle process by using the scalp stimulator tool as well as using my fingers to also get myself to the scalp level. Because remember, she had a lot of new growth at the scalp. So really nothing's going to penetrate unless I really manipulate that hair with my hands and I do what I need to do. Okay? Now, this shampoo went on for a couple minutes, you guys. So this is why I'm saying, please don't rush through your shampoos. This is your wash day. This is your TLC day for your hair. This is the day that your hair is saying, yes, thank you so much, because you've done so much to me over the last couple weeks. Okay, so now is when you want to make sure that you're giving your hair that love. You're giving your hair the time that it needs for you to allow it to thrive going forward. Now, throughout the entirety of the process thus far, I am using warm water, okay? So I'm not using cold water. I know some of you love cold water, but cold water during a shampoo process actually helps to lock in the buildup rather than being the part that helps to remove the buildup. Okay, so I don't recommend using cold water unless there is a reason for it or it is something that is within the manufacturer specifications of utilizing that product. For all of our shampoos, we do not use cold water. The only exception to this, which I will give you guys a pro tip, is if the hair has a lot of buildup on it from things such as coconut oil or shea butter. Those are solid oils. Using cold water as well as our clarifying shampoo will help to remove that oiliness from the hair. That's the only time you guys will hear me give you a reason to use cold water. Okay, let's move forward. So now I'm rinsing her thoroughly. I'm making sure not to leave any shampoo behind. Super important. Don't leave any shampoo behind. When you leave shampoo in the hair, you guys, this is creating an atmosphere of dehydration, product buildup, and you're also leaving behind things that needed to escape the hair and the scalp, that needed to really be rinsed out, okay? I don't recommend leaving shampoo in the hair going into your conditioner phase either, because that is just going to make your job even more complicated. And remember, on natural hair, specifically low porosity hair, you have to go under that dryer. So you don't want to go under the dryer with shampoo still in your hair. Very important. So now that the shampoo itself is complete, we are going to go ahead and towel dry her. Now, I want you guys to comment down below and tell me some reasons or what is the importance of towel drying the hair between your shampoo and conditioner process. Why is this super important? And there's one reason in specific, and I know all of my pros know why. So I'm not going to tell you guys in the video. I want you guys to comment down below and tell me why it's important to towel dry the hair between the shampoo and the conditioner phase. Now for her conditioner, we are going to use actually the steaming method today with our handheld hair steamer. Now this steamer is no longer available, unfortunately, but we do have an alternative countertop steamer that we have linked in our Amazon store. So if you go to crystalsamazonstore.com, you'll be able to see the tabletop hair steamer that you can utilize to do your hair steaming treatments. Treatments can be alternated. Not all treatments require a processing cap and a dryer. Sometimes you can do your hydration treatments with a hydration steamer. That also helps to really push that moisture into the hair. It allows the hair to soften even more, but this is not something that I recommend every single wash day. You want to alternate your treatments so that you are literally attacking different problems at different times. Now, I'm using a product that we actually don't stock any longer, which is our hair mask from the Empress collection. But I'm also creating what we call a cocktail. So I'm utilizing our moist repair conditioner, where I'll give you guys an alternative of what you can use now. So you can use our moist repair conditioner along with our Moist Me 24 karat mask, or even our B7 hair mask. So that's the alternative to the previous usage of the product that we no longer stock from the Empress collection. But like I said, the B7 hair mask or our Moist Me 24 karat mask will suffice and are perfect for your cocktail with your moist repair conditioner. Now, if you guys notice, I am splitting her hair to make sure that I get conditioner all over the head. Also, I want you guys to take note that I did not use the entire jar to condition her one time. While I'm so glad that I'm in retail. Yes, the more product you buy, great for us. But I'm also a realist, and some of you get a little heavy-handed when it's not required with our products. Now that I put her conditioner on, I'm just using the hair steamer. Now, if you're going to do the countertop steamer and you don't have the handheld steamer, the countertop steamer will go on for about maybe 10 to 15 minutes. The handheld steamer was one that it was really pushing the hydration into the hair, so it didn't take very long. While I would love to bring this product back right now, is not the time. But like I said, we have alternatives in our Amazon store. If you go to crystalsamazonstore.com, you can find a handheld steamer that we recommend for your hydration treatments. Now, hydration is hydration, you guys. There's no right or wrong way or no right or wrong machine to use, as long as it's doing the exact same thing, which is pushing that moisture and that hydration into the hair, utilizing water. Technically, you want to use distilled water when you are doing your hydration treatments. I have a filter system on my actual bowl through EcoHead, so I'm able to use my water. But if you're doing it at home, distilled water is preferable, and it's about 98 cents at any local grocery store. So you can buy a gallon of distilled water, and that should last you about two wash days, okay? Another thing you want to make sure is when you're doing your hydration steaming treatment that you are leaving those ends nice and open. This is definitely where you really want that heat and steam to penetrate. And then, of course, Don't be afraid to move the hair around, you guys. It needs to get to the scalp. It needs to get to the mid shaft. It needs to get to the different parts of your head. That is also very important. Some of you will sit at the steamer and just let it just do its thing. No, open the hair up, move the hair around, manipulate the hair so that all areas of the hair is covered. Now, the last part to this conditioning treatment, and probably the last part of our video, is now we're going to go ahead and detangle her, and we're going to detangle her thoroughly, okay? This is where you definitely need to be utilizing a wide tooth comb or a detangling brush, okay? I like to section my client's hair and just go section by section, especially if you have more coarse textured hair or you're in the number 4s of the hair texture scale. If you have a crazy curl pattern, maybe your hair is slightly matted, the smaller the section, the easier life will be for you. So you guys will see me kind of breaking my sections apart sometimes. Sometimes you'll see me using my fingers to kind of pull out any little mats that I might see. If there is a mat that my wide tooth comb can't get to, then I'll get a small tooth comb and then definitely go through those areas just the same, just to help to detangle the hair, because this is very important. Okay, super duper important. Now, some other things that we'll talk about while we're detangling her hair. Let's say you are one who has a lot of frizzing, or you experience a lot of frizzing. Maybe you're in between your trim schedule. You can also use our Mendit shampoo and hair mask as an alternative to the moist repair. It's great for those low porosity natural hair clients. And then, of course, for the leave-in conditioner, after you have completed your wash day, you can either use the Mendit leave-in conditioner or the Moist Repair leave-in conditioner. Now, leave-in conditioner is definitely something that I say don't skip. Very important. You do it every single wash day. Now, something that I did notice with her hair that was kind of giving me some heebie-jeebies was that her matting was a little severe in some places. So I decided to use our scalp agitator, which is a stimulator brush that you guys can purchase on our website. This allowed me to also detangle her hair and use that brush. But if I needed to use the comb, I use the comb. So guys, there is really no right or wrong way to detangling. You just want to make sure that you are utilizing the tools that were made for you to make your life easier. Don't feel like just because you're using a wide tooth comb, that's the only thing you can use. If you guys have noticed, I have switched tools multiple times in just this one section, okay? Now, after we are done detangling her, because you guys are not going to see that part of the process, today's video is all about the wash process or the shampoo process. You want to also make sure that at this phase, when you go to rinse your hair or rinse your client's hair, that you are doing this with cool/cold water. Now, what are some of the benefits of cool/cold water? Cold water or cool water helps you to preserve the natural oils that are in your hair. It also helps you to preserve the hydration or the moisture that you just spent so much time pushing into the hair. And it keeps the hair more manageable after your conditioning phase. Cold water or cool water rinses can also give you healthy shine. It helps to load up the extra moisture, leaving the hair smoother and shinier than before. Cold water closes the cuticle. Cold water just gives the hair that luster that it's lacking. And it also helps to keep the hair from retangling right away. So definitely don't skip over those cold water rinses with your conditioners, guys. It's super duper important. Now, like I said before, we're not going to go through with the finish of the actual service. I just wanted you guys to see the shampoo process because this is super important. And you guys had a ton of questions about it. Please don't forget to answer the trivia question down in the comments, you guys. If you're new here, watch to the end of the video to get a coupon code to save 30% off any one of our Elite Hair Care products. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys later.